Hi and welcome. Welcome back if you've been here before. This is going to be a general energy reading, but I'm trying to tap into universal cosmic energy. We are having a full moon in Leo on the 25th, and I tried to record this reading yesterday, but it wasn't happening. So, full moons are about revealing things that have been hidden to us. Either we couldn't see it because we were in it, things about ourselves, situations, the world, dynamics, relationships, things that need to be revealed to us so that we can level up in some way, either in our consciousness, in our energy, in our lives. And so that we know what to release. And sometimes, all these astrological transits are to help us ascend, to become better, to do better, for the highest good. And it doesn't always feel like it because we have to often face our shadows, right? But there's an interesting energy and it feels good even though the experience can be bad, if that makes any sense. So it's about the duality of life, that things can be bad and good, and there can be a silver lining to the dark cloud, right? Pluto has also moved into Aquarius, and this is a really significant thing. I am not an astrologer, and I just pay attention to certain things that come to my awareness and try to fit the pieces of the puzzle together, join the dots to make sense of energies and what might be helpful to know. So cardinal signs: Aries, Libra, Capricorn, what's the other one? Now I forget. I don't know, my brain is so switched off today. Cancer. There's been a 15-year cycle that has now come to an end. It could have been a really difficult 15 years, very transformative, a lot of big, painful or traumatic changes, energies, or just like feeling like you were climbing a mountain for the last 15 years. And it's not all been bad, but it's been uphill. And now things are changing. Pluto will be retrograding back into Capricorn a few times this year. I think towards the end of the year, maybe November, it will finally be in Capricorn for, what is it, the next 20 years. So this is a significant astrological shift because Pluto makes its transition through all the signs over a period of over 200 years. I think it's close to 250 years. Right, so it going into Aquarius is a time of thinking out of the box, ingenuity, innovation, changes in technology. It's a very mental, cognitive sign, Aquarius. But I feel like Aquarius has also a very empathic energy to it, and I feel like even though it's a very cognitive, mental sign, and it's about innovation and new things and new ways of being, it's very connected to the heart, right? So those are the major things that I'm remembering now about the astrology. The full moon in Leo coming up. Leo is about sovereignty and being bold and being confident. But there are nuances to these energies. What can seem like confidence to one person can seem like arrogance to another. You can be bold and raw in defense, or you can just boldly stand and be still in a setting and environment and still exude power. There are a lot of nuances to this energy, but it's sort of solar plexus energy, confidence, empowerment. But I feel like there's a global collective shift from what we once deemed these energies to be like, or what we experience it to be like, and it being more high vibrational, right? the things that we deemed significant and, important and, what was goals is probably not going to be goals anymore. We are connecting more to nature, more to earth, more to spirit, more to God, more to our souls, more to ourselves. And it's like peace is a flex, and awareness is a flex, and it's not all just material. And there's nothing wrong with material abundance and luxury, but it's a more grounded energy. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Be bold and make the first move. So I want to know what is being revealed with this full moon. I feel like what these two cards is saying, that even though you don't have all the answers yet, you don't know all the details yet, there might be something that you have to do, that you've been called to do, that is important to you, to your destiny, for your life, and this feels big, and you need to be bold about this. And I feel like there's going to be an energy shift where the universe is not just telling you luck is on your side and that the universe is on your side. You're actually going to be able to feel it and believe it in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, whereas you could have believed it in your mind before, but not really. There's still, you didn't have the empowerment, the confidence, or enough of it to make you feel like, yeah, I got this, in the most confident way, but not in an arrogant and ignorant way. So what's being revealed? Aloha healing. There's some sort of healing. You might become more aware of how much growth and healing you've done within yourself. And we have the 3 fates. What comes around? I did a reading, I think a week or 2 back, where this card came out. You might want to check that out. There's fated events that are coming up and karmic reward. So we're getting karma, and it can either be positive or negative. This is a 8 here. There can be balance being restored in relationships where things might have been unfair before. Fate is stepping in, the universe is stepping in and bringing healing. And again, when you're going through the healing, it's like if you've had an illness or a disease, the healing process itself, you feel sick, you feel tired, you feel pain, you feel whatever, but that doesn't mean you're not healing, right? Whereas if you have an illness that you know nothing about and you're not paying attention, you're distracting, you're not dealing, you're not, you don't even know that you might have an illness, then it's still harming you and hurting you, and things can get worse. But once you have the awareness and you're doing something about it, you have to trust that now it's just getting better. What's at the bottom of the deck here? Be true to yourself, grumpy red fairy. Anything that feels out of alignment, even subconsciously, with your soul, your path, your destiny, you're going to feel it. It's not going to feel comfortable. It's not going to feel good. You're almost not going to be able to hide it. And you need to pay attention to this. And not necessarily project your anger, but notice, oh, this makes me angry. This makes me irritated. What is this? That? Why is this? Is it me? Is it them? Most likely it's both. How can I change this without causing harm, or in the best way possible? When you have an awareness of yourself and have been going through healing and have learned to love yourself more, you can't be inauthentic anymore. It's just one of those things. It's really difficult to be in spaces where you are forced to be inauthentic. You'll have to eventually move, shift, change from spaces where you can't be yourself. Tell me more about this reading. That's too many cards. I don't feel like this should be in reverse. We have the Lovers, we have the Three of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Making positive, healthy choices for yourself in your life and loving yourself might have caused a lot of heartache, because it might have gone against everything that you want, and it will, because you're changing, you're growing, you're becoming new, life is becoming new. It goes against everything that you did before. But in that process, you learn to know what's true for you. You learn to know yourself, learn to know what's best for yourself. And even though it's difficult, you're willing to go through all of it because you know where you're going. And even it doesn't matter how heavy the load is, you know that somehow, some way it's going to just work out. I don't want to show the Lovers there. I'm wondering why my bird usually does this when he's trying to get my attention for something that is happening. 11:53 on my clock. There's a lot of noise outside, but I feel like you are able to hear your higher guidance and your truth above all the noise. It's not distracting you anymore, it's not bugging you anymore, or that's what's going to happen. It's not going to disturb you, make you feel really off center. Where are you being called to journey to? And Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. This could be a physical place that you're being called to journey to, a sacred place, or just an energetic space, or in your life where you're being called to. And it has something to do with being a divine feminine, and that is not gender specific. It's tapping into higher wisdom and being a guide just by living your life and being true to who you are. That it's how you have conversations with people, and the things you do when you're not working, and just your energy, everything about you. It's being different, it's being connected to your soul, and not just living from your ego and a superficial place. Someone might be called to travel somewhere, and even if you don't know where that is yet, you probably will soon. It will either just align and you'll end up here, or you'll know and you'll have to make the choice to go. Someone's definitely being called to go somewhere, maybe somewhere near water, or it's just something that's going to be emotional for you, and emotional in a positive way. Let's see, is there anything else? What needs to be released? That is too many. I'll take that one. What needs to be released? Hermit in reverse. Dimming your light. Like if you love fashion and you have a certain way of dressing, then share that with the world. If you're funny and you make people laugh, share that with the world. If you have information about something, share it with the world. We all have wisdom of some sort because we've all lived. And most of us have lived many lives. But I feel like what is being released is doing it alone. Being true to yourself, being authentic, shining your light, We are going to find our soul tribe, our soul family. And even if you're not around people that resonate with you, that are the same as you, that are in the same place as you, I feel like we are going to be able to just get to a space of being okay around. It's almost like your energy can transform any situation. If you are around people that are maybe not, in the best space, it's not going to affect you negatively. You're going to positively influence the room, the vibe, the energy. Whereas it might have affected you before and you needed to isolate to find your inner balance, your inner truth, who you really are, and to have some healing. But there's going to be forward movement now. And I feel like there'll just be moments of clarity and energy where you know what moves to make, and then you make it. And it's all guided by the universe, guided by God. And being connected to your soul means that you can see, hear, understand the guidance, and know what to do. That is the reading. I hope that was helpful for someone. I am planning to do a number of different readings still this week. I pick a card and all about you and attributes about yourself. I'm also doing a chakra series reading, and next is the sacral chakra and how a blocked sacral chakra could manifest what we could possibly do. And I'll probably do zodiac readings as well in the next week. But this full moon in Leo, full moons, if you're a water sign, full moons can often feel very intense. Water signs are very connected to the moon. But it just depends on where we are energetically, what the universe is trying to guide us with, what intentions you've previously set, and what aspects of yourself is blocking those intentions from manifesting. And sometimes it's things internally inside you, and sometimes it's things externally. And we are always assisted by the spiritual realm to manifest and change and grow in the physical world. Please join me again in another video, and I'll see you there.